It took me 10 years to learn this, but I'll teach it to you in under 1 minute. To become rich, you need to understand you're being scammed in your 20s. Every coffee you buy is really costing you $440.
This is still kind of a boomer take, even after all these years, but let's see if he gives us the math.
Each pair of sneakers sets you back $10,120. And a car like this, $880,000. You might think I'm crazy, but when you're 20 years old, every dollar you have will be worth $88 by the time you retire if you invest it in assets like the S&P 500 and achieve an average 10% annual return.
So the math that he uses is designed to make a point, and it is accurate on the surface, but it doesn't account for inflation. If we use 3.3% as the inflation number, which is the 100-year average, $1 that you spend on coffee right now is actually going to be worth $74 when you retire. But his mindset does make sense. If you want to retire early, or if you want to retire at all, you cannot overspend on things that go down in value. But to save the millions and millions of dollars that we 20-somethings are going to need in order to retire, we're going to need a car to get to work. We're going to need shoes so that we don't get thrown out the moment that we get there. And we're going to need a cup of coffee so that we don't tell our boomer boss how we actually feel. The nuance here is that an old car will work just as well as a new car. Affordable shoes will work just as well as really fancy $200 or $300 shoes. And making coffee at home is about 90% as good as having coffee out. So if you can reduce those expenses and live within your means, it is going to get you closer to retirement and closer to financial freedom.